Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Julian Kahn versus 2024 YCS champion, aka Triv Gaming, and this is going to be a $100 Iron Man. The winning team will win $100, the losing team will lose $100. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out Triv Gaming's YouTube channel, link down below in the description, and make sure to also go ahead and check out the Coliseum Discord, link down below in the description, if you want to play for money yourself. And then we'll see Julian Kahn win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, decide to go first, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Droll, Bonfire, X, Node, and Fua. They have Fua, Lurie, Engage, Talents, and Thrust. Okay. Can't really tell exactly what deck they're playing. Maybe they're playing like the Tempai stuff. Then they're going to go main phase, activate Bonfire, grab out Ice Ryzeal from the deck to the hand, and then normal Ice, Ice effect, Chain Fua, Special Sword, and then Sword effect. Go ahead, search Ice, and they draw into Tract, and then special summon out X by dumping from the extra deck the Abyss Dweller, because they want to leave Mirror Logic in the extra deck. Then effect, go ahead, search for Sword, and then overlay all those for a Detonator, which I was going to say, yeah, they could summon it in attack here, because there's no way to summon Jurisform at this point. But you could summon it in defense to protect yourself from them being able to summon a Jurisform later on by banishing, like, from their own grave. So summon Detonator. They also didn't draw off the Detonator being summoned. I wonder if they notice it. Yeah, okay, okay. I was like, no way they don't notice it, right? Okay, so they draw into Pydra, so yeah, they are playing the 10 Pi Fiendsmith Striker stuff, so they start with Activate Tract, and they're gonna go ahead, grab out the Engraver, and then discard Lurie, Lurie effect to summon itself out, and then in response to Lurie effect, change Roll and Lockbird, which is pretty good there. Then they can go Lurie into Requiem, and then Requiem effect, Tribute to go special, and then that's going to bring out Lacrima, Lacrima effect to go dump, and then they go Detonator effect to pop, sure. Then now they have Activate Talents to take, Chain Detonator to pop, and then go ahead, shuffle back to summon out the Engraver. And then they have normal summon Genroku, battle phase, swing, swing, take 18, and then Genroku effect, tribute to go summon, bring out Chandra, and then Chandra swing, and then Chandra effect goes special summon out from the deck, and then yeah, they just go ahead and emit defeat there, because they bring out the Fadra, swing, and then they can go ahead and make Biden, special summon back out, swing, swing, and that's game. Said, nice Droll. I mean, there wasn't really too much they could do about it that game. The only thing like maybe they could have done differently was like Droll themselves and then try to play after that. Like that was like the one thing that they could have done like differently, like potentially could have done differently. Now we have X, Nib, Tract, Engraver, Ice. They have Imperm, Tract, Thrust, Droplet, and Engraver. So go main phase, activate Tract, add Lurie, discard Lurie, Lurie effect, special summon itself out. Now they can turn the Lurie into Requiem, and then Requiem effect, Tribute go special, bring out Lacrima, Lacrima effect go dump the Fiendsmith in Paradise, Requiem effect to equip, then go ahead and make the Necro equip, so it doesn't look like they're trying to make like the insane board here, otherwise they would have dumped Engraver. Now they're going to go Engraver effect, go ahead, search out Tract, the Necro equip, but I guess, yeah, like obviously if they're trying to make the insane board here, they would have played this differently. But this is like fine, like it's still like good to play it like this, like you can still make a really good end board, good enough to win. And Necro equip draws in the Ash, which is huge there, really good draw. Then Engraver, shuffle back Lurie, special summon out the Engraver. To make like the really good board, you just need Ice plus Engraver, and that just gets you there. But you would lead with the Ice there. Then they make DDD, normal summon Ice, effect, they go ahead and impermanent, and then special summon out X by dumping the Eclipse Twins, and now make Duo Drive. Duo Drive effect to detach and go search, go ahead, grab out the Node Ryzeal and the Ryzeal Cross, and then activate Cross, special Node, Node effects, and Duo Drive to bring out Ice, overlay to make Detonator, Detonator effect to attach, and then we can't cross draw, because then we have to put back Duo, and we want our Eclipse Twins to be live. Especially against their deck that be playing Breakers. They draw Talons, and then activate Tract as first action to go ahead, search Lurie, discard Lurie, then Lurie effect to summon itself out. They could just let that go. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we're stopping the Lurie. If we stop anything, it'd be stop Requiem. Then they go Requiem effect, no response, and then cross negate. And they said res anything else, nope. Then they're going to go Engraver. Engraver search out Tract. Sure. Now they have Shuffle back Lurie to summon out the Engraver, which this does threaten them having the Requiem effect to go send. But they might not do anything here to try to play around stuff like Talents and Thrust, which the opponent happens to have 2 of those cards in their hand. But no, they do go ahead and DDD stop that, then activate Thrust, Ash Blossom that, and now they're going to go Talents to draw. That draws into 2 Charmies. Wow, that's just game. Yeah, they lose. Yeah, those are some tough draws there. Those are definitely some tough draws. So going on to game 3 now, we'll see Triv go first. Opening hands, we have Nib, Bonfire, Imperm, Ice, Bonfire. They have Droplet, Bestial, Magma, Fadra, Genroku, and Pydra. So not the type of hand you really want to be drawing, but they're going to go normal Pydra, effect, go search out the Sanagan Kaiman, then activate Kaiman to go ahead search, grab out Chundra, and then Chundra effect, special summon itself out, sure, and then use those to make a seal. Could have gone for Moon and tried doing that stuff, but we really play into like every single hand trap in the world. But they draw Ultimate Slayer here, which is really good. They can go Ultimate Slayer, dump the Fiendsmith Agnumde, and put back the seal, and then normal summon Ice. Ice effect, I mean, it was really just a 1-for-1 trade, but like, you're cutting them off of an interruption plus follow-up in that 1-for-1 trade, so it feels good. Then Ice effect, they droplet it, and then activate Bonfire, go ahead, search out X Ryzeal. Then we can special summon out the X Ryzeal by dumping, or it looks like they're thinking about something else here? No, okay. No, that's definitely the next play. Summon out by dumping the Eclipse Twins, X effect, grab out Sword, then overlay those to make Duo Drive effect to go ahead, detach and search, grab out the Ryzeal Cross, and grab out the Node Ryzeal. Okay. Then special node effect, send special back out Ice, which they can Bestial that, if they want to. But also, it's kind of interesting how they decided to play this. But they were just trying to set up Eclipse Twins to beat the opponent's breakers, because they don't think that they're playing real hand traps, probably. So in response to that, Chain Magma Mutt, banish special, then effect a search during the end phase. That's fine. Special summon out Sword effect goes search, grab out Ice Ryzeal, and then activate Cross, then special summon out Ice by sending Sword, overlay into Detonators set. They just did that set where they can cross draw. They're pretty much trading the Ice in the hand for a draw, and they have Bonfire in hand for follow up already. So summon out the Detonator, attach, and then effect a Cross to put back and draw, because again, we want to leave Duo in grave for the Eclipse Twins. Then we draw into another Bonfire. Nice. Go ahead, beat over, set Imperm, set Bonfire, end phase, grab Genroku. And then special summon out Genroku. Make it a... Well, they never said what they wanted to make it, but it probably should be a level 4 tuner there. So that way they can synchro off with it if they would like to. Because if you don't say anything, you can special summon it, and then you can increase its level by 1 if you want to. It's like optional to make it level 4. So since they never declared it, like, it's only level 3. And you are playing for money, so I'm sure the opponent would call them out on that if they tried to synchro with it. Normal Fadra effect, and then they're going to Chain Detonator to pop, and then Chain Detonator to negate, and then they're going to activate the Engraver effect, which we know that's the top deck. But, there's nothing that you could really change knowing that was the top deck. It doesn't even matter. I mean, it does matter. It's a good card. But in response to Engraver effect, they're going to go Detonator to try to pop the Genroku. And then chain the Genroku effect to go summon out from the deck, which... it's an interesting choice to even chain it there. Right? Because, like... Well, they probably... I was gonna say, can they even chain it there? But why would you even chain it there in the first place? Why don't you just let it get popped? Because once you activate the effect, you're locked in the dragons. So if you're locked in the dragons, what do you do to win the game, right? You don't actually do anything at that point. You just lose. So you should just let it get popped and then activate Tract. Yeah, okay. So now hopping into the next match, we have Julian Khan versus Triv. And we'll see Triv win the rock, paper, scissors shoot, and then they will decide to go first, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have X, Imperm, Sword, Ash, Tract. They have Fua, Thrust, Omno, Saji, and then the trap card. So they're going to go normal Saji, effect, get hit with Ash Blossom. They could imperm it, but they don't want to play into the prayers. So they decide to just Ash it instead. Which now allows the opponent to activate Thrust, but I understand why they did it like this. Then they set imperm. Sure. Then set the other trap pass, draw Lurie, and then activate Tract, add Engraver, and then discard Lurie. Lurie effect special summon itself out, and then now we can turn Lurie into Requiem, and then Requiem effect tribute goes special, bring out Lacrima, and then Lacrima to dump Fiendsmith in Paradise, Requiem effect to equip, normal summon out Ext, and then Ext effect goes search, grab out Node, because that's the only time we're going to be able to get the effect of this, is if we normal summon it now. Now we make Necro equip, and then Engraver, go ahead, search Tract, and then Necro equip effect to draw one into another Engraver. It's pretty unfortunate, but I mean, at this point, it was like free value. Then we're going to use those to go in the Chaos Angel. Light and Dark Chaos Angel, by the way, which can be really hard for this deck to out. And then Chaos Angel, target the Imperm, chain Imperm onto it, then activate Engraver, shuffle back, special summon out. Then we can use those to go into a sequence effect. Yeah, just go for game, and they just submit defeat. On to the next game. We will see Triv go first. Opening hands, we have Nib, Engraver, Slayer, Fua, Ash. Okay, they have Ext, Ice, Bonfire, Ritual Spell, Called By. It's crazy, because even though we have all of this, still just a chance we lose. This deck is really good at playing through non-engine. When it opens, like, you know, a playable hand. Like a more, well, last game they drew playable, but it lost to a hand trap very easy. Like, when you draw Ext, your deck is just like 10 times better. You have so many more pushes. So summon out Ext by dumping, and then Ext effect goes search, go ahead, grab out Sword, and then anything on resolution, nope. Special Sword effect goes search, and then grab out the Ice Ryzeal. Now on resolution of that, drop Fua, the chain Called By, overlay, summon out King of the Pharaoh Limbs effect, we Ash it to try to keep him off a ritual monster, and then get rid of Bonfire, special summon out Ice. Okay, that's fine, and then use those to overlay into Eclipse Twins, and then normal summon out Ice effect goes special out Node, and then you just let this go here, because they're going to go Node, Sun Eclipse Twin. Because if we nib right now, they're going to get the summon out King of the Pharaoh Limbs. So, you just let that go. If they overlay for like a duo drive, then that's a little bit unfortunate. But they'd still have to get rid of the Eclipse Twins somehow. And they already specialed Ice from hand this turn. Yeah. So they'd have to play like plug-in, which I know they don't do. Node, Sun, special back out Sword. And then Eclipse Twins effect to summon back out King of the Pharaoh Limbs. And then drop Nib. And that's pretty much this game. Yeah, they just admit defeat. Wow. Nah, admitting defeat there is crazy. I mean, yeah, they do end up losing the game, but they don't know that. What if the cards in hand were Ultimate Slayer, and they top decked Ultimate Slayer? Or what if they had 3 Nib in hand? Like, they don't do anything, right? And then you could just draw. Like, for $100, you're not gonna wait 10 seconds to see if your opponent draws a playable card? Like, there's just no way, right? Like, sometimes they brick. Like, you ever play against Tenpai? And they hand trap you like 3 times, and you're just like, alright, pass. Any starter in the game, and then they're like, pass. And you're like, no way, let's go. Like, come on, I feel like everyone's been in that position before. And when there's money on the line, I'm doing that for sure. But they said, alright, GG's, run back. Alright, so there is a run back. But yeah, they offered a rematch right here, but they're just going to have to, like, restart the entire IronMan over again anyway, so there's no point of, like, sitting here, because they're going to have to, like, make a new lobby and do all that, because Julian Kahn could pull up with his second deck first next, and Triv could also pull up with the other deck first next. Like, they could pull up with either or decks first, like the Mitsurugi deck or his Tenpai strategy. Same with Julian Kahn could pull up with the Ryzeal Fiendsmith, or his second deck is probably Malice, but it could be another Ryzeal Fiendsmith deck. But yeah, we're going to end up seeing Julian Kahn win there over Triv Gaming. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.